From all indications, there were multiple shooters who fired dozens of shots, perhaps more than 50. Remarkably, all of those bullets missed a baby who was sitting in the car that was targeted.
This is the story of Gabrielle Ayers, a young woman whose life was taken in broad daylight on a Chicago street, in an attack so violent it left an entire community shaken and asking how much worse things can get.
Investigators remained at the scene well after nightfall at this corner littered with shell casings, where somehow a baby in this bullet-riddled car emerged unscathed.
What's the purpose of shooting at a car when you know there's a child in the car? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it could be a lot of other people who's lost their life here today.
Images of her last moment alive was captured by a terrified driver who happened to be around the vicinity at the time. This young lady died for nothing because she was not the target of the crime which she was killed for.
26-year-old Gabrielle Ayers, who relatives identify as the woman who was shot and killed in her white Chevy sedan around 1:30 p.m. at 79th and May Street, her car then crashing into a van.
This here is unbelievable.
And you know the sad thing about this is the fact that, like he said, you don't even know who was in there. And it's like, it looked like some of them that scary where you gotta stand all the way at the back. You had two that ran up the front line of duty and another one stood all the way back. And thank God that it didn't hit that baby. And I hate that that girl had to go through that. Like, these are the type of dudes that y'all girls like, bro. These are the type of dudes that y'all fall for. And you got to really pay attention to how he move, how he act. If he a YN, this is the possibility that could happen. You could be caught up in a situation like this because of him. Because he want to have ops so bad. Y'all like these bad boys and then things like this happen. And you don't think it can happen to you, but it can, man. Y'all need to watch this video. If you watch this video and you the type that like bad boys and be like, oh my God, I just can't help myself though. Look at them from a distance. It's fine. You know, but baby, it's not worth it. And now this girl gone and this baby left. Mom is gone. So now the baby is left with this young lady's family, bro. Crazy.
Unbelievable. This young lady was a beautiful young lady with a beautiful child, and life just cut short. For what?
100 bullets were shot into her car while she had her 1-year-old son in the car.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
A child believed to be less than 1 year old is whisked away by a Chicago police officer Wednesday afternoon after somehow surviving this. We muted the sound.
Then the baby had to see that. The baby had to see that. Ugh.
But cell phone video shows at least 3 people with guns run up and fire dozens of shots into a white car. The shooters then get into a red car, stop in front of the white car, and begin shooting again, then drive away, all while a child was helpless inside that vehicle.
Can we have an officer ride with the 1-year-old?
And the fact that it was bullets in that seat, that car seat cover, could have hit that baby, but God kept that baby. That was nobody but God.
Why was she targeted and what really happened? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories. This story takes us to Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, Illinois has one of the highest violent crime rates among major U.S. cities, with especially high numbers of shootings and homicides compared to national averages. Gabrielle Ayers was a 26-year-old young lady who was living her life on the low just like any typical lady her age. No drama, no problems with anyone, no issues with any gangs whatsoever. Just a year prior to the incident that took her life, Gabrielle had been sharing moments of joy online. Photos of her baby bump. Memories from her baby shower the year before, surrounded by friends and family, smiling, laughing, celebrating the life she was bringing into the world. Her child was everything to her. Being a mother wasn't just part of her life, it was the center of it. Gabrielle was known as a hardworking woman. She owned and operated a salon where she spent her days making her clients feel confident and beautiful. People who knew her described her as dedicated, kind, and passionate about her work. Her clients appreciated her not just for her skill, but for her heart. She was building something for herself and for her child, a future rooted in stability and love. On the day of the shooting, Gabrielle was sitting in a car with her child's father behind the wheel and her infant in the back seat. What should have been an ordinary moment turned into a nightmare when a vehicle pulled up and multiple gunmen opened fire. Investigators believe the intended target was the child's father, but the bullets tore through the car indiscriminately. A relentless barrage of gunfire erupted, round after round ripping into the vehicle, with Gabrielle trapped inside and her baby just feet away in the back seat. Gabrielle was struck multiple times. Her child's father was also hit but managed to survive. Here is the video of the incident. Miraculously, the baby was not physically injured, despite being inside a car that was riddled with bullets.
A witness happened in the middle of the afternoon on a busy stretch of 79th Street in the Auburn-Gresham neighborhood. A witness who we spoke with says he was coming home from work when he saw the shooting. He went to go help those victims who had been shot. That's when he heard and saw an infant crying in the back seat. Somehow that baby uninjured in all of this.
Oh my God. Oh my God. A child believed to be less than 1 year old is whisked away by a Chicago police officer Wednesday afternoon after somehow surviving this. We muted the sound, but cell phone video shows at least 3 people with guns run up and fire dozens of shots into a white car. The shooters then get into a red car, stop in front of the white car, and begin shooting again, then drive away. All while a child was helpless inside that vehicle.
And you dumb y'all just shoot in something hoping to get the target, but you don't even think or stop to think, oh, we know where he is, let's go catch him. But you don't even stop to think that maybe a baby or somebody else is in there that don't even have nothing to do with your foolishness. And y'all so scary, bro, to the point like y'all run y'all masked up. And if y'all really about that, bro, take the mask off. Do what you do. Don't run. Don't do no drive-by. Don't just dump and go, nigga. Stand on business. Bro, I swear, I hope they catch him. I hope they catch him. Cause you know you gonna have one of them dummies to get to talking like they tough. And somebody gonna say something. And somebody gonna... Hey, what you do in the dark come to light, buddy. And just understand too, baby, you reap what you sow. Trust me. So you done took somebody's life, baby. You reap what you sow. You even attempted to take somebody's life, cause baby, the one that was way at the back, honey. Y'all need to put him in the front line next time. Put him in the military, cause you can tell he ain't got no aim, and he's scary. Y'all so scary. Y'all won't even fight no more. Y'all scary, bro. Lame ass.
We have an officer ride with the 1-year-old.
Thank God that baby's so young that probably won't remember this day, but that baby's gonna know that their mother was killed today. That baby could have been killed.
A 26-year-old woman inside the white car was shot several times and later died. A 27-year-old was also shot but expected to survive.
They all had long guns. You know, it's just crazy.
The shooting happened at 79th Street in May around 1:30, just steps from Father Pfleger's St. Sabina Church. He was at the scene moments after the shots were fired.
And somebody needs to be held accountable. And if anybody knows who did that, I think we got some really good shots off the cameras on the buildings over there. I just want them caught.
And after the shooting, that white car crashed into a van. The driver of that van was also uninjured. So far, no arrests have been made.
Over 100 shots were fired into the car she was sitting with her child.
And if that he lame as hell. Nigga, ain't no way. I'm finna sit up in the... I don't give a damn if I got ops who took my baby mama. See, this is why I still clear of them. But as you can see, innocent somebody that didn't even have nothing to do with it. She just sitting there, riding in the car and got caught in the car with him.
As if the first attack wasn't enough, witnesses say that as the assailants drove away, they stopped and fired again, unloading more shots into the already destroyed vehicle before fleeing the scene. By the time help arrived, Gabriel had suffered fatal injuries.
First of all, look at him. It always be the niggas that look like this. Ladies, please. I be saying, and I'ma keep saying, y'all keep calling the ones that just work a 9 to 5. They like to play their video games and stay out the way. Y'all say they boring, but in this case, in this lifetime, baby, boring is safe. Okay? Y'all don't have to worry about turning your heads, looking over your necks. What the hell did I just... Look, y'all ain't got to worry about looking over your shoulders. None of that, man. Like, boring is better, especially if you have a child. Baby, boring is better. Y'all would rather deal with these sassy boys. I ain't gonna say men, I'm gonna say sassy dudes, sassy boys. They would kick your door in like a female, slash your tires, break your windows, blow up your phone, pop up at your house. Just bitch made. And, oh, baby, God bless the one who birthed these lames. But they gotta love their children. And God loves his malfunctioning creatures because he makes no mistakes. At this point, the filters on their brain cells is cracked. You know, I'ma blame it on the cold weather. It's cold and they still outside. No brain cells at all. Just dwindling away.
She was rushed to the hospital, but she did not survive. Her child's father is expected to recover, left not only with physical wounds but with the trauma of knowing the mother of his child was killed in front of him, while their baby sat helplessly in the back seat.
Breaking right now at 4:30, a brazen shooting a block from St. Sabina in the middle of 79th Street, leaving one person dead and a second in the hospital. Our Sabrina Franza is there for us. And Sabrina, there was a child in the car that was shot into, correct?
Marie, the baby was in the back seat of this white car that you can see.
As you can see, we get it. That's two different news reporters. Same story. Baby, again, ladies, please, 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 I'm begging y'all, boring is better at this point. If you want to be outside, go brunch, go take care of you, go do you, baby. If you like them bad boys, them YNs, y'all better stop telling them niggas where you lay your head at, man. And then you YNs, y'all be wanting to date these good girls, but don't tell them y'all got options. You know what I'm saying? Baby, at this point, oof, Lord Jesus, this is broad daylight. And then they knew what car to pull up on. And the sad thing is, it probably could have been somebody else that had that same car. And y'all would have hit somebody innocent because y'all thought it was that person's car. But obviously, most likely, that's the young man y'all were targeting. But somebody else lost their life. It possibly could have been a baby. I pray to God they throw everything in the book that they can at y'all. Okay? Y'all drop down in the comment section. I'm over it.